Famous Lost Words is the name of the podcast, but within the podcast, there's the Famous Lost Words drinking game. Share that with me.
You know what? That didn't really work out. I thought I'd give that a go. What it was is, as someone who has the displeasure of editing my own voice track, I realized that I have a whole bunch of crutches that I lean on, with verbal crutches that I lean on with every episode. So I am always the guy who starts every sentence by going, okay. So that's one of the crutches. That's the drinking game. If you hear me say, okay, knock it back. Now, I'm not saying you got to drink alcohol, but even just a shot of caffeine and you will be buzzing till Friday if you kind of follow the Famous Lost Words drinking game. And there's a few other things. When I say someone is very likable, because at least once per show, I talk about how likable one particular artist is. If I find an opportunity to diss Bon Jovi, there's another one, or to diss the song We Built This City by Starship, which is, in my opinion, the worst song ever recorded.
Have you ever heard David Letterman's take on that song?
No, I haven't.
He went off on it one night, and he wouldn't let go, and it was just so funny because It is such a lame song.
It is really lame, especially considering the source.
Yeah.
If it was a different band, but the band with the pedigree of Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, or whatever, it's embarrassing. Like, they shouldn't have done it. And I know some members of that band feel the same way as we do.
Well, usually when you go from Airplane to Starship, it's a step up. They managed to go backwards. Technology, they defied technology when they changed it from airplane to a Starship.
Yeah.
You want to talk about crutches? I don't know if you ever noticed, if you're a sports fan or not, but when athletes are interviewed, how many of them begin the answer by saying, "What I mean is," well, why? You're explaining what you mean, but you haven't said what you mean.
Right.
Yet you're already explaining it or backtracking.
Oh, yes. Or I mean. Yeah, they start with I mean too. Yes, that's very common.